Good evening, Friday the 14th of February. Today is happy Valentine Day. All the best to all of you on your Valentine Day. Be happy, be in love, support each other. And life is never easy, but try to make the best out of it. At the beginning, I would like to announce the donation from Janet and Tom Burks. Half an hour reading with me. Please write your comments under this video. So one of you will be chosen on Monday when I will have reading with Cheryl, and we will find who is the lucky person to have that. And I don't have too many plans for long video, because last night we spent most of the night in the emergency, 12 hours, because my husband started bleeding from his urinary tracts. Scary like hell for me and for him. So we end up in emergency in Canada. You wait and wait and wait. So Vivi was at home for 12 hours by herself. What a good girl she was. She didn't pee or poop. And now she's making fun with her teddy bear. I can't believe it. She didn't eat, she didn't drink water even. And now she's making her friend, Valentine friend, teddy bear, to be her victim. And today I will be talking about DOG promise to show government savings by February 14. How is Melon feeling knowing that his body was tuned to, that his boy was rude to Don Vivi? Because I will be talking about that little boy in the White House, in the Oval Office. How is Orange feeling in the shadow of Melon? How will people stop the wrongdoing by the guys, Melon and Pumpkinhead? The Supreme Court has second vote for giving Don absolute power. Don fired nuclear supply people. How that will end up. So I'm making predictions. I read the questions and I answered them in advance. And now I would like to share them with you. A lot of you are new ones, so 1,500 over. So I close my eyes, and you can, and I can see pictures. Usually Cheryl is doing this live with me on Monday and Wednesday between 11 and 12 Mountain Time. And everyone is very welcome, but it's on live stream. And DOG promise to show government saving by today, February 14, 25. Nothing is showing why. DOG feels like he will pull information from crystal ball, something that will be working for him, and he's not very spiritual, and he will charm the people. I see him like being a very seductive lady. So he thinks that he can sell everyone whatever he wants and people will buy it. That's usually what his charm was, helping him to get away with those, well, the help from the government, contracts. So he believes in himself. The same is with them down. They are very con artists, Conway artists. Yeah, he will go for the spiritual answer, high priestess. He will take chances how to sell those informations. And he thinks he will be riding on the chariot, moving forwards, and no one will stop him. So, how is Melon feeling, knowing that his little boy said to Don, "You are not a real president. You need to shut your mouth." Very polite little boy, and Trump was so thrilled. What a high IQ you have, X. And Melon thought, that's my boy. Yes, Donald, you are powerless. You don't have the power over me. So he thinks that his ego is growing up. I believe him or someone around him was teaching the little boy to say that. I don't think that the little boy came up with that idea, not the 4-year-old. Well, they usually speak up the mind, but usually that situation have to be rehearsal. And they will want to please someone, so they will say it. And it's like for someone with blindfolded eyes walking through the snakes, and that person with blinded eyes have the hands tied at the back. So Don feels very, very vulnerable when he's around Melon. Melon is standing up, casually dressed with the hat. I don't think anyone else was ever shown with the hat like that. Maybe just it will have to be the Trump hat. But even that, hats are not proper. Gosh, my mom will never let my brothers or anyone to come with wearing hat. It's so improper to wear the hats in Europe. You have to take off your hat when you're coming to someone's house. And the same thing is best if you have your own slippers. But the owner of the house will always ask you if you want the slippers. Shoes are not welcome, but no one will ask you to take off your shoes. Shoes are still one of those things that you can wear shoes when you are coming for the visit in Europe. Yeah, he is feeling far ahead. He is waiting for his Musk is thinking that his ship will come in, so he is counting on more contracts, on more power. He is feeling like payday is coming. Him and his family are going to have rainbow over their heads. And right now he is still working on the eggshells. He thinks eventually that will even go away. So he is feeling very successful. How is Orange feeling in the shadow of Melon? He is feeling like being in the wrong marriage. Living in the country place, not as exclusive as he was before, and working for his money. Like he is like a farmer who has to wake up in the morning and work. Oops, 2 cards are coming. Oh, 3. He feels that he is backstabbed. Melon is absolutely backstabbing him. He feels strong, but he feels cheated. He never thought that it would be that unpleasant for Don to be the second player. He never was second player. He always was able to be me the boss, I'm the boss, and now he is not capable of telling even himself that he is the boss. So he feels very deep inside hurt. I wouldn't be surprised if he is dreaming even to get rid of Melon. He don't know how, but he's very open on some propositions. Not that he will get any, because people will be afraid of suggesting him anything like that. Deep inside, he wants Melon to disappear from his life. How is Orange feeling? Okay. How will people stop the wrongdoing to two couples, Melon and Pumpkin? They have to be creative. So, writing to how people will deal, step the wrongdoing. They will be writing to representatives, calling them by phone or email them, manifesting, creating riots, protests, feeling united. I didn't vote for this. So even the ones who are voting for him will be changing the parties. More and more people will be showing their disappointments. Farmers, people who are losing jobs will be very much against what they are doing. And eventually people will be putting signs on in front of the houses, I didn't vote for you. So, and there will be a lot of signs on the cars. They will be dropping the party status and going for the Democrats. So that will be something that might eventually reach the top, and the Republicans in GOP will start thinking, something is really wrong. We are not keeping the party together. The judgment will eventually come to them. They will feel too many people are absolutely not happy what is going on. They will have to change directions. They will go for more liberal or eventually going more democratic side, and they will be more proper, more humane. It's like hero party is symbol of religious value. Of course, they are saying that they have religious value, but nothing but religious value. The Supreme Court has second thoughts for giving Don Don absolute powers. They feel like they are in a very dark forest by themselves. The wolves and bears are after them. They will feel uneasy, vulnerable, victims, because if you are in the forest and it's dark, you don't feel so sure of what you are doing. And eventually they think that they should have a reason to renegotiate that, changing. So if there will be any case that will be against Don Don, and they will be able to change the powers, the status of his being the king, they will do it. I promise you they will try to do this, because they have enough of that. They didn't have enough imagination to know that that will happen, that people will eventually be, and they see what's going on, that those two guys are taking so much power. They feel like they can control them, everything, and they didn't give the power to Musk, but now the Musk has the power and Don is dingling there. So they will have to somehow pull the strings to change. I'm not saying completely, but they will have some abilities to make but in situation like that, but yeah, there will be riots, people will be standing up, fighting on the streets. So Five of Wands is powerful card. They will try to go with the good values, what they was study for. And the judgment, justice, angel of justice, what you put, you will receive. So eventually they will teach Don that he can't have absolute power. And that might stop Don from, he will be furious. He will be furious because he got those powers and now they will take it away. But Supreme Court will be forced to do it. People will be so upset and they will have to see, no, it's too much. It's far too much what we were expecting. We didn't expect him to go full blow up to the government. And so they will start making changes. I don't know how long it will take them to smarten up, but they will. Eventually the Supreme Court will do some reverse law about how much power president has. Trump fired nuclear supply employees, not knowing their role. Ask the kid from the grade 7 and he will tell you what the nuclear power is. What it will be the outcome. It will make him feel unsafe. And everyone in the government will feel unsafe. I believe the army will be the one who will say, halt, stop. You can't go that direction because the country is vulnerable. Nuclear power so important. So eventually he will have to rehire those people who he fired, and he will have to pay them probably more. And that will be big to the nose of Melon. Yeah, because safety of the families in all USA and even Canada, because the radioactive materials are so bad, and those places need to be always maintained and maintained. So everything will be piling, and it could be a catastrophe. So unless they wake up fast, it will create catastrophe for a huge part of the country. And today the Russians were shooting some bombs on Chernobyl, and that's the nuclear power. Well, it's dead, but it's still dangerous to I think some part is still working. So they should, but maybe that will be a lesson for Don to think, I did a big boo-boo. Okay, so I will have to ask you, pray for being happy, pray for being in love, healthy, and understand each other's. Be happy what you have, because it's so easy to lose everything. Yeah, my husband yesterday got the message that there is something in his bladder and he's bleeding like hell. and they don't know if it's lamp or it's a clock. And my husband didn't want to stay, so I was furious at him. But what can you do? You have to understand that he doesn't want to have that bad news early, and we have to wait 1 more month now for him to see the specialist. Yesterday, if he will stay, it will be just till the morning and 15 minutes test, and he will know where he is. And they could start treating him if it's cancer. Sometimes you don't have words for someone who is so stubborn. So communicate with your loved ones. Tell them how important it is for them to take good care of themselves. And pray for Richard that he will be smart enough to make better decisions in the future. I love you guys. Stay safe. Please pray for the peace in the world, that we will be in the safe place, that Don wouldn't create more chaos and problems between Canada and USA, or USA and Mexico, and Greenland or Panama, and the same for Ukraine, that those people will be protected, that they will feel safe, and any country, and Gaza, those poor people there as well, and the Israelis, then they don't want that. They want peace. Everyone in the world wants peace. Only few who have power and they feel above everything, they just want to create chaos. But other normal people wants to have a peace. And we are all normal people. Take care of yourself. I love you, and love someone that is close to you. See you Monday.